Good morning, dear students. Now we have finished repertory and its relation with other all the subjects. Uh, in today's class, we are going to discuss that what is repertory. You have got a basic idea about what is repertory, but in exam, 1 or 2 marks short notes maybe that what is repertory. So you have to give definition of a repertory. So you can consult with Sasikanth Tiwari book. They have given one definition that a logically arranged index. What is repertory? As per given earlier discussion in earlier classes, I have told you that repertory is just a index, but not just a index. Repertory is not just a index. Repertory is a index, but not just an index. It is a logically arranged index. Repertory is a logically arranged index with logical So now you got idea that repertory is an index and it is logically arranged. Now based on deduction or induction, these are two group of logic. So a repertory can be deductive logic based repertory or can be inductive logic based repertory. So what is repertory? Repertory is an index based or arranged with some logical arrangement based on some logic, and then it is based on some maybe inductive logic, maybe deductive logic. Okay. Now arrangement of what things? It means you are arranging in repertory what things you are arranging. In previous classes we have discussed that we are arranging symptoms of drugs observed during symptoms of drug observed during drug proving, reproving and clinical verification. One, two, three. Clinically verified symptom. So from where you will collect this, find all these symptoms. Some one other factor you can say that toxicological. इन तीन के अलावा चौथा ये ऐड कर देना है टॉक्सिकोलॉजिकल proving. So how it means some accidental poisoning occurred with something, so someone have observed and recorded all the things. So all the things is recorded by some author and or some observer, and then it helps us to record and prescribe, utilize this drug. Do you know that lachesis proving? So the doctor who have proved lachesis was not able to use type, and only because lachesis you know that cannot tolerate tightness around neck. So proving is not so easy, and proving of poisoning substance is also a difficult task, and there are some ethical issues, and the biggest thing is that we are not proving on animal. As homeopath, we are proving on human being, and that too healthy human being. So you must remember three things: that repertory is index of symptoms of drugs, how these symptoms are collected. These points are important. First is drug proving, second is reproving, and then is clinical verification, and sometimes toxicological proving. So these are sources. So from where you will find these drugs, symptoms. Suppose you want to prepare a repertory. So how you will prepare a repertory? My dear students, you want to prepare a repertory by your own. I will tell you why in further classes, in next class or in future classes. I will discuss you why you should prepare your own repertory. So, and how you should prepare your own repertory, I will teach you also that. So you will find all the symptoms in materia medica. So now you understood that repertory is a index logically arranged symptom, as I have discussed earlier. From their symptom taken from drug proving or toxicological proving or reproving or clinical verification. All these things are recorded in materia medica, and this is base for any repertory. So now you are finding that how it is correlated. Everything is correlated. The proving recorded this. So if your repertory is based on some good materia medica, so your repertory will be just like Phatak repertory. So if you want to verify any symptom given in Phatak repertory, where you will go? You will go to Phatak materia medica. Same way, some other example you can give, like fragmenta de verbis medicamentorum positive sin sano corpora humo observatis, pars secunda and pars prima. So what you will find that some drug given 27 drugs. So you will find that all the symptoms index you can cross check in materia medica part. But my dear students, you will find this boric materia medica you are using. In second part, you will find boric repertory. And while if you are trying to verify, boric repertory symptom and boric materia medica, then you may not find furobric and given drug. Why? Because both authors are different. Because boric materia medica boric repertory, both author William Boric, Oscar E. Boric. So both authors are different. So you may not find every symptom of boric repertory in boric materia medica. This is just a basic introduction that how you have to understand repertory, because I have to teach you how repertorization should be done, how rubric should be configured, how rubric hunting should be done. So you have to, if you want to understand a rubric, you have to go to that materia medica part and you can get detail of that particular symptom. But in few cases it will be possible, in few cases it will not be possible. But now you are understanding that those repertory which are based on some source book or some based on some good materia medica, if you are using that repertory, then it will be giving you, it will be able to give you desired result, because repertory is based on some mathematical or some earlier clinical record. So if your whatever repertory you are preparing, from where you are collecting symptom, if that is not authentic, if that records are not authentic, then your repertory may not be able to give you result desired by you, result required by the case. So both things are correlated. That's why try to use authentic repertory, try to study authentic mathematics. Don't go through every book. What is the difference between a quack and a qualified homeopath? A quack can know that when to prescribe medicine, but a qualified homeopath will know when not to prescribe medicine. When not to prescribe medicine, when to prescribe placebo, but a quack does not, may not know. So you should know when you are learning what is the most important thing in a car or any vehicle. Most of the person that see that horsepower, or how much horsepower, how much fast it can run, how much fast it can take speed. But for us, most important thing is how important is brake. How quickly you can break the speed, how quickly you can stop. So same way, as a good homeopath, we must know when to prescribe medicine and when not to prescribe medicine. What is our limitation? When to give placebo, when to give higher potency and when not to give higher potency. When to give higher dynamic potency, when to give palliative medicine. So you should. And same way, which type of repertory is, suppose some repertory is based on a mathematica which is having a lot of mental symptoms. So that is good for mental predominant cases, and a repertory which is based on pathological mathematica. So that will be predominant with pathological rubric. My dear students, your repertory selection is indirectly selection of mathematica. Whatever you are reading in repertory, you are indirectly reading a mathematica. So both are very much interrelated. If you are using a pathological repertory, it means you are studying a pathological mathematica. If you are using a repertory predominant with mental symptom, you are reading a mathematica predominant with mental symptom. So both are very much interrelated. And most of the I have told you in earlier classes that there are a group of repertory. One group of repertory which are associated with mathematica, and one repertory is the publishing only repertory part. So you have to choose your repertory as per the predominant symptom. It means predominant index of symptom. You will choose not your repertory, you will choose your index of symptom based on symptom present in your patient, predominant symptom present in your case. So now you understood that why I told you that symptom, how they are we are getting symptom, we are getting by drug proving, we are getting by lead proving, we are getting by clinical verification, and along with in few cases toxicological proving. So you are not if you are reading a repertory, you are reading a mathematica, you are reading a symptom. So whenever you are selecting repertory, you are not selecting a repertory, you are selecting a index of symptom. So you should select which type of index of symptom. you should select that type of index of symptom which is matching with your patient symptom. So now you understood that why I discussed the sources of symptom and repertory. Thank you dear students. In